72 has reported as an eligible receiver.
So they're going for that fourth down.
Rudolph is back. Throws it in the flat first down. That's Trey Edmonds turning upfield at the 39-yard line.
So, are you ready to talk about Mason Rudolph yet? Hey guys, as part of our seminal 5th season on 5-Star Matchup, as you know, we're doing a series called 5-Star Remastered. This is the second episode of this. What inspired this basically was that we are playing the same NFC West teams that we played in the first season I did this, 2019. So I figured it'd be a good time to look back at how things have grown and changed in the 5 years since our beloved Duck Hodges Mason Rudolph hell of 2019. So why don't we break into this game, Steelers and Rams from 2019.
72 has reported as an eligible receiver.
VHS.
So they're going for that fourth down.
Rudolph is back. Throws it in the flat first down. That's Trey Edmonds turning upfield.
I mean, you know, honestly, still a pretty good intro. I was always very proud of this episode. I think this is a good example of what early 5-Star was. But I told you so. Hate my voice. Welcome back to 5-Star Matchup presented by Steel City Blitz. If you dig our content, please. Now this was like the first graphic like splash screen we did. I'm guessing I didn't have Mason Rudolph in there when the season started. I don't remember if Ben was in it or what. I think I added some of these throughout the season because like that Juju is from like the Dolphins episode. Jalen Samuels is, yeah. So I guess this is maybe the second or third incarnation of it, but way before the good hip hop animated intro with all the video that you guys see these last couple years. We had a static splash screen with the old logo too, the simple 5-Star MU. I learned pretty quickly that I should put the full name of the brand in the logo because people don't know what MU stands for, nor should they. Subscribe and follow us on Twitter. Another big-time matchup at Heinz. Boy, it would be nice to start fast in this one. Jeez, show some enthusiasm, dude. Pouncey with the snap over the head. What else is new? That was what he was an expert at the last couple years. Pouncey decides it's a good time to pull out his Randy Johnson impression and rockets a 98-mile-per-hour fastball past Rudolph on the second play of the game, and the Rams are already up 7-0. I stand by all of that. Yes, that is a terrible snap. Why did that keep happening the last couple of years of Pouncey? Next series. Also, one thing I have to mention, because I always loved that about this game, is you guys know I like uniform matchups. And I love that this was like part of like the 100th year, whatever. They were doing a lot of like throwback stuff this year. And the Steelers had that awesome 1970s style throwback. But the Rams were so weird when they first moved to LA. They had the weird like flat white and blue helmet and the gold and blue jerseys from St. Louis. It just didn't make any sense what was going on with the Rams for a couple of years there. Third down. Rudolph delivers to Juju, who drops it. Again, just can't have this from the high-level guys. True. Couple series later, 3rd and 7, Rudolph takes his time, remains calm in the pocket, and gets it to Deontay, who continues to have an impressive rookie season for the first More down. Open than any receiver I've seen on the Steelers this year. Speaking of, huge play here on 2nd and 20. Johnson blows by the supposedly great Jalen Ramsey, who... Ooh, see? Under the radar, little making fun of Jalen Ramsey. Supposedly great. I guess this was in the early days before I realized this was going to be a straight comedy show. But, you know. Still a little mean. Speaking of, huge play here on 2nd and 20. Johnson blows by the supposedly great Jalen Ramsey, who knows he's toast, and yanks him for the PI.
In the red zone now, great protection lets Mason find his boy James Washington to set up goal to go. Washington is really coming on suddenly.
Tell me what you want, but Mason Rudolph can throw the ball.
2 plays later, Rudolph delivers a picture-perfect pass to Washington, who makes a miraculous effort to get his feet down.
Look at this.
Awesome play that I'm sure OK
Look at
State
that.
fans have seen before.
Look at that. Nice
Truth
pitch
be
and
told, I
catch
think this
for
is one of those
Mason
plays where it
Rudolph
had to
and
stay
James
as-
Washington. Look at that.
I think if they'd called this incomplete, it probably would have stayed.
I think I remember this at the time, thinking that was incomplete, and yeah, it is. That left foot is not down. No way.
Probably would have stayed that way.
But I'll take
hey,
it.
them's the breaks. Awesome catch and throw.
God, I hate how I sound on these episodes.
On
Why was
to
I so
defense now,
serious?
and boy, did they dominate this one. Cam Hayward does his best Godzilla impression and swats the pass out of the air like it was a helicopter, setting up a 3rd and long.
Yes, Godzilla Hayward.
This time he doesn't just swat, but takes down the whole damn building and sacks Goff to put that possession to an
Ouch.
end.
Nice
Love it.
sack. Definitely slower pace show.
Back over to
early on.
offense. Nice 3rd down conversion here for Johnson. This play struck me because I couldn't help but think how much he looked like AB. If that was 84 instead of 18, I don't
See
think
that.
you'd second guess it. Say what you will about the person, but on the field, that's a hell of a compliment in my opinion. A few series later, still 7-7, and TJ Watt is literally unstoppable.
I mean, Trent
He has
Jordan Watt,
become
he's been
an
doing
elite
it for
player
6
this
years
season.
now.
Enjoy
Look at
Steelers
that
fans
dip.
because you're watching one of the next great ones.
Travesty, we don't get to see that guy in the
Steelers back on
throwback jersey
offense, and
anymore.
Rudolph delivers a great pass between defenders to James Washington, who again
Nice
makes a
throw.
big play, but unfortunately fumbles at the end. Killer play, as this really could have tipped things into the Steelers' favor. Far too many drops and fumbles from skill players this year. Gotta clean it up. But you know what I say. Who needs to score on offense when you can score on defense? Jay Wobble gets the pressure and forces the
Ooh,
fumble,
yeah, I
which,
remember that.
like every other football in the history of the world apparently, is recovered by Minkah, first name only Fitzpatrick, in return for a touchdown.
I mean, this is what,
Chris Myers and Daryl
6
Johnson
games,
are wildly confused. Mike
4,
Tomlin-
5, 6 games into Minkah's debut as a Steeler, and I remember at this time just being like, this guy is just around the ball all game, every game. What an awesome debut for Minkah. I think he became a beloved Steeler, like a truly beloved Steeler, as quick as anybody I've ever seen, and he's never relinquished that status. Good for him. Love the Mink Man.
is hyped, and Minkah is Minkah. Steelers up 14-7 at the half. Early 3rd now, in what was probably his best game as a Steeler, Joe Hayden picks off the errant Goff pass in a play that looked
Got
very
him.
similar to his interception
Nice
against Brady
pick.
last year. Big play by Joe. Had to include this one as the great Jalen Ramsey again struggles with coverage and grabs Juju for the PI. Doesn't lead to anything, but I'm
Had him
petty,
beat.
so I had to show it.
Juju had him beat.
Check out this series by the defense. They give up a big run on 1st down, pressure and tackle for a loss on 2nd, and oh fuck, it's Blake Bortles again.
I didn't even bleep the F-bomb.
Oh, thank God. What the hell was this
Yeah,
play
what
call,
was that?
by the way?
What was
McVay, in my
that? They
opinion,
brought in
should
Blake
have flagged
Bortles to
him.
run
I
a
think Brady
screwy
gave it up to
little
Rams fans.
like fake on 3rd down.
Rams try to catch him off guard. Steelers adjust perfectly, and Edmonds gets the pick from the punter. That's right, Trey Edmonds. picked
Trey
off Johnny Hekker.
Edmonds. Oh my God,
Let
he
that
caught a
rock
4th
back.
down pass by the
Congratulations, might be a
punter
time low.
and a game sealing or
Ensuing
game
series,
changing
Steelers
3rd or
get
4th
back
down
up into 3rd
conversion.
and 20, and another drop. This was big for me as it would have put them into field goal range, but hey, it is what it is. Put the D back out there. Just don't tell me this is Rudolph's
I guess I've
fault.
gotten a little less stoic
Rams
as the
finally get a
episode's
drive
gone
going
on.
after a good run and awesome catch by Robert Woods, who I always wanted in the black and gold. Play of the drive here. 2nd and 4 from the 8. Toss to Gurley, and Devin Bush does exactly what he was drafted for.
Nice,
and
look at
blazes through the
that!
gap
Oh
to
my
push
God,
Gurley
we
out
never
for a
saw
loss
that out
4,
of Devin
making it
Bush
3rd and
after
8.
the rookie season. Oh my God.
Minkah gets another
I didn't
and
show a
Devin Bush
replay?
does exactly
Let's see the replay.
play of the drive here. 2nd and 4 from the
How
8.
did I not show a replay?
Toss to Gurley,
Look
and
at
Devin
this.
Bush does exactly what he was drafted for and blazes through the gap to push Gurley out for a loss of 4, making it 3rd
What
and
could have
8.
been? Didn't want it.
Minkah gets another breakup on Cup, who was miraculously held catchless, forcing the Rams to take the 3. Great stand against a talented
Think about
offense.
that. If you ever want to
This
say Mike
defense might
Tomlin
just be
doesn't
the
know
real deal.
anything about what he's doing, he
14 to
held
10
Cooper
heading into
Cup
the fourth.
catchless. Catchless. He didn't have one catch.
I have, to this point, avoided the Switzer conversation, but man, at some point, you just got to get something out of the return game. He catches this one at the 5, and with no one
Boys,
within
some
11
things
yards
never
of him,
change,
he
huh?
somehow ends up with a return of 0. This is just not good enough. Deja vu from last week here as they put Rudolph in the end zone before he can even
not
take
a
a breath.
safety.
This time against a team with Aaron Donald and Clay Matthews, and he takes the safety. This could have turned the game big time. Good thing he held on to it. Another pass breakup by Joe here, who had an astounding 5 in this one. He just looked like a different
Great
player
game
this
for
week.
Joe. I remember that.
3rd and 8. Great coverage and tackle by Nelson, who's quickly becoming one of the best Steelers free agent signings in a long
Nice.
time. He's been absolutely excellent. Drive of the game coming up. 2nd and 13.
I
The
got
dude
the
that
NFL
everyone
Films
says is
music
scared
going.
stands in the pocket against a 6-man rush and delivers again to his man Washington for 12. Huge play. For my money, this was the moment of the game. After an unsuccessful 3rd down attempt, Tomlin keeps the offense out there. Rudolph calmly gets the play in with the clock winding down, rolls out, and completes on the run to Edmonds for the first.
Money.
I was in
Trey
disbelief that Tomlin had the
Edmonds.
guts to go for this, but man, did it turn the game. Gotta give credit where it's due.
Let me ask you a question, because I was thinking about this play a couple weeks ago. In this exact scenario with Kenneth Shane Pickett, do you think Tomlin goes for that 4th down? I don't think he does. I don't think he does.
Great play by all involved. Another pair of 3rd down conversions from Rudolph to Washington, and that connection was so clutch. If you still aren't seeing good things from Rudolph after this one, I honestly don't know what to tell
He
you.
was playing good.
I'm not arguing things are perfect, but he came through when it was
Same
needed in
play.
this one. Clearly feeling himself, Mace Rude slings an absolute seed to Juju on what I think was his best throw
Nice
of the
throw.
day. Great pass and great play by Juju to hang on to it. Steelers can't convert on 3rd, but at the end of the day, they extend the lead to 5 and take an astounding 8 minutes off the 4th quarter clock.
8 minutes off the clock. Could you imagine the Steelers offense having
Rudolph
an
goes 6
8-minute
for
drive
7 and
in
shows some serious signs of
2023?
growth. Things get a bit hairy on the next drive as the Rams put together a few plays, but another pass breakup by Nelson and yet another helicopter swatted out of the sky by Godzilla Hayward puts the Rams in 4th and 10. In what's probably an indictment of the state of officiating, I didn't even celebrate this play for about 10 minutes as I was assuming the flag to come in on Edmonds, but it never does, and they turn him over on downs.
Nice play. Could have been a PI.
After 3 runs to get the Rams to gas their timeouts, Barry
God,
lets
can you
off
just
his
take the
worst
time
punt
off
in
the
what's been a good
clock?
season for him,
Jesus.
and at a really unfortunate time. But you know what? You want to be a good defense? 61 seconds. No timeouts. They need a touchdown. Go get them. First down. The unblockable one, TJ Watt, flies into the backfield
Yes.
before McVay can even
Got
finish
that
telling
crowd
Goff what
noise
to
going.
do, and puts the Rams comeback on life support.
30 seconds left. Steelers lead is 17-12. The Rams with the ball. 1st and 15 from their 42. Shotgun snap. Back is Goff. He has
Ooh,
time.
he's
He
toast.
throws the ball down the field.
Picks. Yes.
Intercepted.
Yes.
Minkah has it. And that's your ball game. Minkah.
I remember thinking Minkah should bring that back for a touchdown, and then also thinking, like, no, the game is over, but also, like, Troy Polamalu probably would have lateraled that thing, don't you think?
Fitzpatrick with his 5th Oskey of the year. And that
Tipped
seals
by Joe
the deal.
Hayden. Tipped by Joe Hayden.
Man, the 2019 team was just a lot of fun, wasn't it? Like, I don't know. That was the last time that the Steelers just had truly zero expectations. I know some of us have had slightly lower expectations in the last few years, but that 2019 season, once Ben got hurt and they made the trade for Minkah, you were just kind of sitting there like, all right, I guess they're going to win some games here, and we're going to see if Mason Rudolph is the guy. And Just the transformative impact Minkah had on this defense, really phenomenal.
Just a couple plays later, Joe gets another deflection, and Minkah officially pulls the plug on the Rams. If you aren't having fun watching the 2019 Steelers, you might need to check your pulse. This team is electric and has some crazy level of moxie working for them right now. While I don't like to toot my own proverbial horn, I did tell you that things were fine with Rudolph, and he delivered in this game. If you're still dreaming of Duck, you're mental. With a defense this good, what do you need from a quarterback? A guy who doesn't turn it over, makes clutch contributions, and doesn't get rattled by the moment. Mason Rudolph has proved more than capable of all of those things.
I stand by all of those.
Some way, the
Look at that
Steelers are in
drive.
position to control their own playoff destiny at 5-4. If they get the dub on the short week against the Browns, suddenly they're in a real nice spot. Here we go.
Still with the classic "Here we go" sign off. Okay, pretty legit. Like I thought that I would have honestly been cringing more watching my season 1 episode from 5 years ago, but I don't know. It was entertaining. I think the show is definitely better now, but I don't know, still a good time. What did you think? And if you want to see some other, versions of 5-Star Remastered or something along these lines, let us know. And until then, make sure you're signed up for Patreon, patreon.com/5SMU. Catch you later.